Punctuation matters. It's the difference between "let's eat grandpa" and "let's eat grandpa." Greetings, I'm Dr. Will of Dr. Will's Software Quality Channel, where we help raise the quality of software being built today. So is it a minimum viable product or a minimum viable product? The first is a minimum viable product would be the minimum of viable products that could be produced, and the latter is a product that's minimally viable. If you've already subscribed to the channel, I appreciate that. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell below for notification of content when it becomes available. As a computer scientist and entrepreneur, I'm drawn to the SaaS, software as a service space, quite naturally as a vehicle to launch my next, or one of my next ventures. Remind me someday to tell you about the difference between a serial and a parallel entrepreneur. The so-called normal process for SaaS founders, entrepreneurs, is to build a minimum viable product, an MVP, to test the market for their idea. We want to test the market for our idea before building a full-fledged system to minimize the risk. Failery lists common reasons for failure for startups. 56% of startups fail for either market product fit problems, which is 34%, or marketing problems in general, which is 22%. 18% of new startups fail for team problems, 16% for finance problems, only 6% fail because of tech problems, and 4% fail due to either legal, which is 2%, or operational problems, another 2%. Anyway, applying the Pareto principle, we should look at the most probable causes of failure first and address those. We address both the market product fit and the marketing problems by building a minimum viable product. According to Key UA, there are two basic categories of minimum viable product, and there are 9 different kinds of minimum viable products that fit into those two categories. The two categories are low and high fidelity minimum viable products. And in the low fidelity category there are 4, and in the high fidelity category there are 5. Of the low fidelity MVPs, the first is the fake door, which is a website basically that just measures the interest level of the potential customer segment. Next is the landing page, where the product concept is proposed and presented to the target audience, giving them a list of different potential options that help you gauge which of the options are more popular among your prospective customer segments. The third of the low fidelity MVPs is an email campaign. That's predicated on having an email list to begin with, right? And then finally, there's a marketing campaign which validates the value proposition to the customer segment. Now those are the low fidelity MVPs, and obviously there's not a lot of technical work that goes into producing them. The high fidelity MVPs, on the other hand, are going to be built to try to understand whether the customer is willing to pay for the product. The single feature MVP then assesses whether the customer is ready and willing to pay for a specific feature. This is often used for an existing product or product line that is trying to explore which new features to add to the system. The pre-order MVP is advocated by many SaaS consultants, is a way to get payments from early adopters in order to finance the development of the system. The concierge MVP simulates the multifunctional software solution where a human fulfills most of the primary functions of the system. I think it was ConvertKit that may have started that way, where much of the initial work done by the system was done manually by the founders to get the thing launched. The Wizard of Oz MVP is kind of an extension of the concierge MVP, where it looks completely functional, but most of the features are processed or executed manually by the man behind the curtain, right? And finally, Piecemeal uses existing tools and solutions for providing the basic product features. This is often built out of free and open source software, which is often quite capable in its own right. So what does all of this have to do with software quality? What does quality assurance have to do with the success or failure of a startup? Tune in next time for that discussion. That's basically a cliffhanger, right? So tune in next time for that discussion. This channel is dedicated to quality, especially the quality of software. So if you'd like more content like this, then please subscribe and hit the bell below in order to be notified when new content becomes available. Also, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments or send them along to us, and I'd be happy to entertain them at a later date. That's it for me, for you for now. Hope you have a great day and a great week ahead. You be careful out there. I'll be seeing you. Bye.